So let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at the Lakers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, Oklahoma City. They're sitting in 5th place.
And when I look at the Lakers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Now they have a new set of goals, and those are all about success in the playoffs. That's where men are made. They've got to have their sights very high at this point when it comes to the postseason.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. George in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Let's talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the team. What do you
think? It'd be interesting. I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Get 2. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go. Get 2. About 1 minute into the first quarter. That's a 2 from Paul. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Paul kicks to Adams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Starting closer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With some arc. Here's Adams. No good. Shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Paul with the ball. From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
Sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D-Wade have all really got really close. And that stems from the time with the Olympics, USA teams, and then just sharing a lot of the same likes and values and having kids and family and different things like that.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players develop chips and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina celebrating the NBA's. Oh!
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score basketball. His ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
How much is that?
Actually, signed it down to be on hot seat. Clock is definitely ticking.
Schroeder against Rondo. Here's Kuzma. Nailed from three-point land.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
Here's Noel. Good D by Howard. Lakers leading by 5. Out to the wing. Kuzma inside. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Morris with the rebound. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Kuzma can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Muscala and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
That free throw, no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's good on the second. Lakers leading by 6. James, the pass to Green. The try by James.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good action through the 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense. Called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense divides different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now. They play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, or stronger to the basket.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And after a fairly even first quarter, the second half turned out to be a point as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair, but understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders. Actually kind of get.
Yeah, good examples. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's George in at the small forward.
One thing LeBron James can dictate is how his teammates are going. Smart pass.
Alexander, guarded by Green. Here's Paul, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Paul's got his first points in this one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Continues to revoke. Pass to Noel. Gallinari wide open. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And really, Gallinari makes that one look so easy. He knew before he got the pass he was talk enough about the subtleties and that setup right there, the assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Fast break. The Lakers, 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Davis finishing it off.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk for Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Thunder trailing by 4. Now, here is Gallinari. Scoring totals are something.
Well, he can be intimidating. Adams, such a down there, and great timing on that block.
Gilgeous Alexander. From deep. Shot and actually so far by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on Sports right after this. Here now to the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platform.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Lakers right now, up front is Kuzma. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's LeBron James. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot.
Textbook pick roll. Great execution. And he slipped. The German point guard.
They're not trailing by 15.
I mean, a defensive play there, guys. That's a huge momentum swing when you tie up a game on a play like that.
And stolen by Noel. Here's Ferguson, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and
And now,
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that Simmons was.
one-on-one fast break. Off from outside. Now here's LeBron. Defense is right there. The shot's good. Kuzma.
Kevin, and you know the purist in me wants the referees to do it.
Schroeder against Rondo. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Schroeder. And Davis pulls it down.
Not going to make a favorite target of. Well, think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing late.
Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. And they're moving it up. There's Schroeder. Money.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Los Angeles. They're trailing by 2. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, nicely pass. Paul's got his first point.
Well, the 2-for-1. It's a great move, and he takes the clock.
Just ripping through. He finds the open spot. Through there. High basketball IQ.
Foul call on Anthony Davis. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Continues.
bunch of hard work and a whole lot of talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee checked in for Kyle. Comes in for Alex Caruso. And David Aldridge is reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now.
And Adams got the ball here. A great fourth quarter, just getting us 2 points. And it's presented as always by
you can't just let the game out.
15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Prime example of
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect, and it's making it around him better right now.
And a free throw run is a 4-point ballgame.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap.
LeBron James.
Pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to kill the game.
Timeout call for the Lakers. They trail by 4. There's left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Davis on the follow. Davis pulling out.
Exactly what he needs to do. A gigantic shot from their big man.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Take a break. Inside.
That's the first. Next to the first point. Green left side. Three-pointer. Right between the eyes. A tremendous.
And no problem. Had Reed in big games.
I'm out. They could win it. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. Headed to overtime. And Adams Staples Center, you're watching. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Prime example of
Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup, of course, now in overtime. So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the 1. LeBron dishes to Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. This is a to George. Yes!
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Can't waste any time.
Probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And they go to the intentional foul. Now the Thunder with it, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City. Shy Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, such an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I can't wait to watch in a new system how it is that he starts to understand and develop further his offensive play.
And he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Always a little bit
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 23 seconds left in the first overtime. Can they get it? Good. And now they trail by just 4.
Easy defense there, guys. You have to guard the outside on inbounds plays, too. Every man has to be accounted for in those situations.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're ahead by 4. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first overtime. there. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Chris Paul at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. He goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 6. 20 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Cook, the pass to Smith. Howard gets to Cook, launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and he commits the intentional foul.
At the line for Thunder, Chris Paul taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do.
That's his first. At the line for the Thunder, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
All their energy just getting it to overtime.
First, and that puts them up by 5. Off the pass, missed. So we see the Thunder get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close. They were able to regroup in that overtime and then win had to satisfy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge from the sideline. Hi, Dave.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Yeah. Thanks, Kevin.
All right, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For the Sports Group.